Hello, back with our video for the day, Esper Control. Let's fire it up. Let's get to work. No changes. We're going to try it as it was in the video yesterday and see where that leaves us at the end of the day. I am considering trying to get at least a Grasp of Darkness in there. Some people could argue for 2 as well. So, also thinking about a 4th sweeper. Do we run another Planar Outburst? Although I'm not convinced that's necessary. But take it a game at a time. We got double blues lining up on the play. Mana's good. Back in keeps. I'm going to play the Sunken Hollow first in case we draw an Essence Scatter or a Censor. A Shambling Vent wouldn't allow either blue source to enter the battlefield untapped, and therefore wouldn't be able to cast those cards. Quags is going to start it off for our opponent. And now we can play our other tapped land and then hide behind the breaking of the concentration. Alright, will we get a critter? We got a snake. Snake in the house. Not surprised to see a snake at this stage. People love him. He is one of the bedrocks of duels at this point. You can always make a somewhat competitive snake deck and win some games and make some big monsters. Just like Esper Control, people have been trying to play this since well before it was really good. Alright, let's cut off the energy. We could just push the Constrictor and let him have a Rhino, but then we'd still have to deal with the Rhino later anyway. And that Constrictor's got to die. And it will die. Believe it. In fact, we'll just do it now and not let Blossoming Defense or other shenanigans happen. Oh, Fatal Push. You've spoiled us all. Having this cheap answer to those early things that sneak through. Yep, that's not going to happen. And now if we draw the land, we're great. If we don't, we're okay. We've still got to commit. And so another turn to draw another land. And as we learned earlier, when we ran the green-black list ourselves, the control lists are very favored against the green-black lists. So, gotta love the matchup. We'll put him on blast for a never to return. I guess I want this. I mean, it's a creature deck. Can't be too bad to have a creature counter. Goes well with commit if we draw one more land. And 5 mana doesn't make a Gear Hulk. Okay, Ob. So we're gonna have a straight up Planeswalker battle. Pew, 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 pew. Ob's ultimate wins the game. Mine doesn't, but my card draw is pain-free. And I have Ob answers up and down, so... Alright, let's tick. Don't need another one of you right now. And I think we can just go with the commit. I don't think he can pull off some fancy way to redraw it. The other option is just slam Ob and outcard him. But we still have to get rid of this at some point. Yeah, I like the commit line. Alright, you are committed. We don't have another counter for it yet, but if he has to pay 5 mana to draw a card, that's not an awesome deal, and we can keep digging for one here. So top card of his library is Ob. Please play in Evolving Wilds, please play in Evolving Wilds, please play in Evolving Wilds. That'd just make my day. Yep, Quaggles. We're gonna get Quaggy. Alright. That's one way to do it. We got another Abbey. So double Westvale Abbey in this deck. Doesn't seem like a deck that would put out a ton of critters, but if you're from the school of pee-pee squeeps, you put Abbey in every deck. And there's a counter. Right on time. A little too lucky. See if he just wants to try a slam and ob again. Is that our third hard counter? Yep. The last of them. Ob's a pretty good target, though. I'm gonna think about it. Like, he smells shenanigans. He knows that sneaky things await. He knows he's probably not gonna like it. But you just gotta go. At the end of the day, you are what you are in this world. I'm the deck with counter spells. You're the deck with expensive things that can be countered. I've been on the other side. It's not fun over there. Been there, done that. I guess there's nothing I really want more than to have another land here. And I could just slam Ob and have a Fatal Push to protect it. Or I could hold up the Essence Scatter, which I see no reason not to. But the removal's so good. I guess we're gonna play it pretty aggressive. We're just gonna slam the other Planeswalker. I got some feedback if our opponent does in fact pull a Rage Quit. I got some feedback that they want me to just leave the game in these situations. Yep, there you go. All right, I'm gonna take the feedback. They say just leave the game because the AI is brain dead. So we will accept this particular concession and get right back in for more. In the arena world, there's going to be a gameplay on Sunday. It's going to be like all day Sunday. So that's exciting for those invited. If you get your invites to try out Magic Arena this Sunday. So remember to check your email and your spam filters and your trash. And if you're like me, refresh every 5 minutes until you get it. Yep, can't complain about this. Being on the draw is the worst thing about this hand. That, and I'm going to need another blue source before things get too real. Now this hand is god-awful against a deck that can go 1-drop, 2-drop. So let's be grateful there isn't a 1-drop, and let's see if there is a 2-drop. And it is... Ooh, are we control mirroring? Are we in a control battle? Let's hope. I don't know. The hand is okay for control, but we gotta draw more land. But let's see what happens. I really do want to cycle the sensor badly to make sure I hit those land drops, and it looks like I'll get a chance here. No, I won't. Straight up Reflector Mage. That's fine. I'm just gonna cycle, but I'm gonna make it look like an accident. Yay, the blue source I needed. Excellent. Our opponent's just jamming Reflector Mage, so I think they already know what kind of a game they're in. I might take some damage from this, but I'll get him eventually. Blessed Alliance will fix it. It is pretty canny of my opponent to just slam the mage and start beating down. It could cost him in other situations, but in this situation, it's a good play. Okay. Nope. Very happy to tag that with an Essence Scatter and save these for something else, as maybe we got a Jeskai Blink type of deck. Of course, now I draw the Languish, but that's okay. Probably want to scatter that anyway, although there might be other big things in the future, Gear Hulks and such. Damage. Alright, lands and more card draw. That's what I want. Yeah, you want to counter this? Sure. Okay. Yep, one less card for him. I'd probably make that play, though. It's too bad I don't have a way to immediately punish. But I do want to hold up this Broken Concentration for a Gideon or something like that. So we're going to still try to do this on his end step. But now we know Censor's in the works. Gisela, huh? That's fine. That'll get eaten up by the Languish. Although I'll have to take the shields down. Good cards. I'm going to take them even though they're not lands. We'll get to our land clump. It's just about making sure we get to our land clump. Wow. Yeah, let's get rid of that and see. If our opponent has Gideon, we have cast out, so it's not the end of the world. If they don't have a follow-up, we're in great shape. Straight up shock your face. Got it. Alright, gotta check for burn spells too now. An interesting Jeskai pile. And there's a Virtuoso. Right now it can only make one Thopter. Not the scariest thing in the world. So there's a land. It's gonna be tapped though. That's too bad. I think we'll just pass. We'll play end step magic until our life total is basically gone. Could push this, but I don't see it. Yeah, you've only got one. Are you gonna harness lightning? Ooh, he is. Okay, so we can basically mess with that. So you saw a little workaround there to the bug where you can only cycle. And now, as long as he doesn't have a Fragmentize, we do give him a naked turn. So make it a good one. What can he do to us? I'm waiting to be punished for tapping out. Ooh, that hurts for him. Not just going to slam Sorin into the open mana. Censor is a very live consideration. We'll see what else he plays. Okay, nothing. So let's start with a Glimmer. You're helpful. I can bottom the land. I'm sure we'll draw more. Speak of the devil. And let's fire this push. Let's get that Thopter out of there. Who knows how much burn is secretly lurking. I'm not going to slam Grim Nemesis, though. Nope, it can wait. We have a handful of counters, and if our opponent just never does anything, we just amass more awesome control cards. So I'm waiting until I counter something, do something here. Fevered Visions. Could cast it out or break its concentration. I think breaking the concentration will be the play here on this one, and there we go. Game over. Oh, these control matchups go a lot faster when you leave upon concession. Suddenly it feels like I'm playing an aggro deck. I just aggressively depress them until I win. Alright, let's try one more. Yeah, 2 wins in like 13 minutes? It's gotta be a record. Just think, I could have been doing this the whole time, just accepting concessions, stacking the paper. Holy moly. Alright, Gideon, are you gonna come out of the swamp and challenge me to a battle? Is it going to be epic? Lit Experience. I feel like I've played against this before. And sleeved up. Looking ready to play. This is an interesting hand, but I think I have to try for more lands and more colors. Didn't get there, did I? No, basically I have the same hand I started with. Amazing how that works. Just one less card, so it's worse. At least it's all castable. And the wilds are evolving. And what do they become? They become a plains. Interesting, very interesting. Alright. Land is welcome here. I really do want to cycle this Censor, because I need some of the better cards, but we'll see. It may have a place in this world. Here comes something. Is a Glory-bound Initiate that will be pushed. so I can save the sensor. But not cycling it just yet. Okay, cast out. More motivation to dig. This is going to be a little bit of an ugly one if we manage to pull it off. How many threats our opponent can put out is going to matter. If they're a green-white creature deck, they might have like 30 creatures. It's a lot of threats. Lone Rider. Gonna let that happen. It only attacks for 1. Pause. Let's do the cycle. If there's a land in the top 2, I want to make sure I hit it. Okay, excellent. Cruising right along. A Glimmer to undo this mulligan would be a welcome addition. So would Big Jace. But I've got my 20-turn clock going. Should be enough time to draw out of this as long as we keep everything else neutralized. Okay, second Lone Rider. I think I'll let that happen and see if he wants to do a Blessed Alliance or some trick of that nature. And end. Okay. I'll go for the cast out now. Take out one of them. Blossoming Defense. Good. You won't gain the life that way. If he's got it, it was going to happen sometime anyway. Not the end of the world when it's used this way. Alright, 5 lands. Just ticking up to Gear Hulk. Gear Hulk going to be a real pain. Okay, that's fine. I can live with that clock. Oh yeah, there we go. Now, reprisal's the question. The only thing down here to flash back right now really is a Fatal Push, realistically. So I don't think I do an ambush block. Do I? Seems like so much could go wrong if I try to ambush block. Yeah. Yep, here comes the spell. Okay, hold on. How about now? A lot could go wrong, but yeah, I think it's worth the gamble. We could still draw a sweeper to get out of it. Does he have another trick? A cast out. Okay. I thought there might be something there. Sure. Well, if I draw a way to get rid of that cast out, that's going to be awesome. Once I have more spells in the graveyard. But he still doesn't get to flip his rider, and now he's down to 1 rider and 1 card. So, I like it. I asked for lands. We have drawn a lot of land in a row. I could do for some spells now. It's been a heck of a run of land. I think I've drawn 5 land in a row. Yeah, because my opening... No, there's been 1 spell in there. My opening hand was 6 cards, 4 spells, 2 land. Yep, you're not happening. Interesting that he attacked first, though. Big draw. Okay, that'll get back the Gear Hulk. That can flash back the Broken Concentration. That can be a blowout. So, yeah, get ready for fireworks. Maybe we can draw the concession on that play alone. I'm just going to take it, though. I don't need to be in a rush to do it. It's basically an ace in the hole and a counter spell when I need one. So let's see if we find something to counter. Not yet. Okay, that's handy. Pair of nice draw steps. Alright, there's Gideon, so let's go for it. Flashback broken. Broken this. Problem with cast out. Those ETB effects will get you. Declaration, huh? He does have another way to gain life. I think I could commit my own Gear Hulk here. Or I could commit his declaration. Then he'll just be back in a turn or two. So I like committing my Gear Hulk. I'll just draw it again and do awesome things. And that will do it. And the Lit has seen enough. Had enough shenanigans. Man, I don't know if my mono red deck farmed gold this way. Since we're moving at such a clip, I'll go for a fourth game. The rare and elusive unicorn-like fourth game on a CGB YouTube vid. Weather update in northern Michigan, United States. It snowed for the first time in my neck of the woods, and weather was below freezing. Ooh, big, nasty, wet snow. Really high, very freezing waves on the lake. Saw a truck just like go crazy flying off the road on my way home, and almost hit multiple signs while driving on the shoulder for a good percentage of the way. Totally freaked him out. It's like a few months go by, we all get soft, become children of summer. Forget how to drive in the snow. But there's your reminder. Winter is coming. 80 card stack over here. Wow, if he's running creatures, his hand's great, but I think I've got to send it back. His hand is slower, which is scary, but I think I keep this one. Any relevant spells should really help. Of course, that said, every land I draw off the top makes the hand very inept, impotent, useless. So it's a little scary. But that, right off the top, that's probably pretty good. Won't be good if he has Nissa, like for 3 mana, the Voice of Zendikar, but it's going to be an exemplar of strength. There's something you don't have thrown at you every day unless you play against the AI a lot. The AI is very much exemplar in every deck. Automatic 3 of. Just start right there. And counter will remove. Opponent will gain 1 life. We will take 2. 18. And we'll see what other cards our opponent is running. And if it's not a creature, we're in some trouble. Well, nothing's fine too. I forgot to specify. I actually prefer the nothing. The nothing's great. Another land off the top though, not appreciated. Too many now. We overdid it on the land front. Let's draw spells. Here it comes. Here's your beating. We could unmake it, but I'm still gonna hold out. See if there's a target for this scatter first. It leaves me at a lower life total, but that's pretty normal with this deck to get behind. Alright, opponent does nothing. Let's go for the unmaking, and let's see if there's a Blossoming Defense. If there is a Blossoming Defense, I'd rather he used it when I use my unmaking anyway. Okay, so if I leave up mana, I have mana for both a Censor and a Scatter. Our opponent hasn't done anything, which makes me think I only need to leave one of these up, but there's no reason to take the risk. Not when you have this much land in hand. We'll just saving the tap land for later is fine. And here's a cycle. It's a cast out. Great. One less thing battle my Jace. And here comes a Druid. Well, since our opponent has these mana issues, let's cut the Druid off at the knees. And I'm going to hang on to Censor because of those mana issues as well. Now the question now is, do I slam this? Seems like as good a spot as any. The only real concern is the cast out, and they cycled one already. I guess there could be something like a Suppression Bond. And this deals with creatures. It appears to be a creature deck. Of course we will take it. Ganzinam. Rank 35, 80 cards, sleeved up, green-white somethings. Don't know quite what to make of the deck we're up against yet. And yeah, and like I said, it appears to be a creature deck. Why not take more things that counter creatures? Alright, did we find land number 4? I assume that's got to be what all this waiting is for. And here is explosive vegetation. Let's just keep that dialed back. And there's the pause. Will it be the rage quit? It will, but not the kind I can exit from. Alright. Tick 'em on up. Tick 'em on out. Tick 'em on up. But nothing can stop us. Not even gonna attack. No reason. Plenty of other things to do with the mana. Give me something to scatter. Can I scatter? Can I get my scatter on? Tick tock. Alright. It's another veggies. So let's glimmer. Maybe we end up with a way to deal with that. Maybe we don't. But let's have a look. Commit. Excellent. I will take that. And wow, the payoff. The payoff is real. I can't believe our opponent did stick around. If they could rage quit twice, they just would have. Well, now I have a way to protect my Jace with the commit, so I'm going to keep ticking it up. I'm going to be ultra greedy, which is something I often preach out against, but here we are. Here we are. And, yeah, no reason to attack. Our opponent has enough mana they could play 2 spells. We have a commit and a scatter if one of them's a creature. Pilgrimage, fine. We've denied the ramp spells. Let's start focusing on the threats. Emblem. And of course we draw the other Jace. Which, do I even want to play? I mean, I guess I have a Glimmer and an Anguish down there. That's pretty good. Let's go ahead and get him out. Maybe we'll want to flip it, replace the other Jace. Guess it depends what you have better of, a better graveyard or a better deck. Maybe we're gonna... Usually the AI goes into a turtle shell once a Jace emblem resolves. So we might not see a lot of action, just a lot of AI thinking while we wait for our turn. Alright, let's go. Bottom, for sure. It's enough land. Alright, let's flip. More glimmering, more... You can find the win cons. Let's keep you. Minus. Find the things that kill things. There's one. Blessed Alliance, not so much. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I think we'll just get rid of like that. Keep a little variety in the hand. I just figure if my opponent's gonna throw something into the Jace emblem, it'll be a small creature anyway. So having one less push can't be too bad. Yeah, I was just gonna think it over. Like, I don't want to get my stuff countered. Don't want to just throw it on the Jace barbecue. So, guess I'll just do nothing. Which I'm like, that's cool. Here comes Soren. Soren's gonna start ticking. Gonna do no damage, like Soren does. But give him time. He'll come around. He'll come around. This green-white super ramp, I guess? One can only imagine what horrors that hand contains. And there is the throwaway Thalia. Right on. Are you gonna resolve something now? Make this interesting? Give me a target. And it is Gisela. Well, there is one thing about Gisela, and that is Bruna for Brizella, which we have to figure is in there. But we have the outburst, so not really the end of the world. And he would need a way to make them indestructible. We'll just use a scatter. And he would have to resolve it through my other spells here. Obviously, commit also gets through there. Brizella would be a Hail Mary, but I think I would handle it just fine from this position. How about Ulamog? Ulamog can take out two of the 3 planeswalkers, but then he gets countered. If then there's fights over things like Pulsamras, it could get awkward. Then I guess Shambling Vent has to go to work, and we have to find our Disciple of the Ring, things like that. Maybe we awaken a land. But there's no shortage of options, which is always the fun part when you're control deck in control. No play this turn. There you go, take 5. About time. And yeah, we'll play it. Ulamog is a concern, but now there's a multitude of targets to worry about and be concerned with. And then we just discard something so that there's more things in the graveyard. More Disciple fodder. If you're still with this video, you definitely found the long version, the one that takes forever to win, right here at the end of the day. But then 10 minutes of mop-up duty on AI. That's okay. I mean, if you're a control mage, you're supposed to relish this. You're supposed to just be like, oh yeah, yes. I can't wait to ultimate this Soren and just see the look of anguish. Well, you know what I mean. You're kind of inferring the look of anguish. Opponent bins a tracker to say they played something this turn. Now they want Nissa. Easy Essence Scatter. Those ETB effects getting shut down. Oh, it's glorious. All right, bring to me 17 vampires. All right, finish that. Let's get all our ticks out of the way. I'll just attack. I guess we can cycle Censor in case we draw land, as that's one way to get a card out of our hand and not have to discard, plus get another thing in the graveyard for Disciple. The little things in life, everybody. How about this? Let's do that. That gets the card out of our hand, too. All right. Close game, close game. Ugh, sweater all the way. Nah, our opponent stumbled on lands. I don't know what they were doing with this card in their deck. They just... Well, oh, yeah, we're doing it. We're doing it. Okay, so we will... Oh yeah, that gets countered. What am I even doing? Countered, bring back that card. Yep. And I'll exile it now, so there is no threat of such shenanigans again. There's the Blossoming Defense. We could do a number of things, but I think the easiest is right here. Bang, bang. Now you get no Blossoming Defense, and your girl gets exiled. Never to return. And here comes Vampire Army. Dun 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 dun. That'll do it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed today's battles with Esper Control. We were able to turn the corner pretty convincingly in each game and draw those quick, juicy rage quits. All right, later all.